Welcome back to the Lynn Miller Room and this edition of the Eagle Sports Coaches Show. The third segment today. Tom Hodges has joined us. Women's basketball over the last week. Of course, it's one of those situations, and I grabbed the men's basketball stats, but I know exactly what went on.
Those stats would look better than ours now.
We can talk about Sean's stats.
Yeah, let's talk about his team. How about let's do that? Get a double dose.
A couple losses over the last couple games for Morehead State, Tennessee State, a game that didn't play all that bad. Larry Joe Inman, have to give him some credit. The fact that it seems like he's kind of sparked that TSU team, a 7-time All-Ohio Valley Conference Coach of the Year. And,
sure.
He's a legend and the all-time winningest coach in the OVC.
Yeah, certainly all that accompanies TSU, but didn't have anything to do with the game. They were just more athletic than we were, and I felt like we succumbed to their athleticism much more than we should have. Instead of using their greatest strength as their greatest weakness, we let them dictate the game, and especially in the second half, being tied at the half, and then in the second half we just allowed them to go on a little bit of a spurt and didn't respond accordingly. So that was where the frustration lied, and certainly it carried over to last night against a really game Belmont team. Yeah,
Belmont coming into the league this year, and the fact that they have now improved to 8-2 on the season, they're I guess giving notice to people around the OVC.
There's no doubt. I mean, they're a basketball school. Certainly their men's program, their women's program are well supported, and they put a lot into those programs, and certainly we got to see it up close and personal last night. That being said, I didn't feel like we put on our best effort and got beat by somebody that was just that much greater than us. We didn't give them our best shot, and that was a disappointing thing last night, Jay.
You come out and they jump out on you 14-0, and it just seemed like I think we thought the game was going to start at 6:05.
We got to get them off the field on third down.
Yes.
I mean, it was just 2 touchdowns before we could even flip sides of the field, as it were. So we certainly need to hold them to more field goals and improve the run defense.
I don't know. We're hitting a lot of field goals, but it's one of those things that it just started early, Coach. And you mentioned about the young ladies coming out and maybe not having one of their better outputs.
No, that's the understatement of the day. I know how the Brooklyn Brawler feels. The guy that just used to get rolled out every week, and just take a beating. Well, I know how that guy feels now, because that's how it felt last night. It was a helpless feeling. Whenever we don't bring the energy that we're capable of bringing, and we certainly know that we are capable of bringing good, positive energy to the floor, we get the result. And it's unfortunate that we have to learn those lessons the hard way.
What did you tell the girls last night after the game?
Not one thing. Too emotional to talk after the game, and you just, as a coach, you worry that you say something rash, and you don't have time to think about it. So after reviewing it, locking myself in my office at the house last night, and they have the day off today to go to class and kind of refresh after 2 games. We'll get together tomorrow and kind of talk about it briefly, watch film, and then got to move forward.
As a staff, I guess you get together today and try to have the old game plan for the rest of the season.
Sure, it's a chance as a staff to regroup, and I'm very pleased with our staff. They've done a wonderful job. I hate it for them, because it's a reflection of me, and it's a reflection of our staff, and it's just not who we are, but it's what's getting reflected. So that's the disappointing part. It's disappointing to know that you disappoint our fans. Our fans deserve more than that. Our administration deserves more than that. They put a lot into our young ladies, and when we don't reciprocate that as a program, it's disappointing. So it's a chance to reflect and a chance to really regroup. I just got off the phone with Dr. Grody, and his advice was, your season starts tomorrow. So just approach it like your season starts tomorrow. I think that's pretty good advice from one of the wisest men that I know. That good chance we got however many 8 games left, chance to see what we can do in those last 8 games.
Yeah, the fact that still have plenty of opportunity to improve in the Ohio Valley Conference standings, still have plenty of opportunity to make the OVC tournament.
Sure.
And it's one of these that I think you'll find out a little bit about what these young ladies are made of.
Well, certainly. As crazy as it is, we're a couple of games out of second place. That's kind of nuts. But we got a big road trip coming up at Jacksonville State, and then to see this exact same Belmont team a week from today. So we'll see how mature we are. We'll see how much pride we take in Morehead State, how much pride we take in the program and the people that have come before us, how much tenacity we have, and hopefully we respond accordingly, and this becomes a happy ending instead of a mournful funeral.
Jacksonville State coming up on Saturday. They've kind of been down record-wise, but the last few games, if you pay attention, they've been playing a little bit better. Scariest possible game we could be going into. They're up 13 at the half on Austin Peay last night. They played the same Belmont team we played to 6. So it's a scary game to go into. Somebody that hasn't won a game all year. They're hungry. They think we're wounded. How mature we are as a team to really play against ourselves and better ourselves, doing that this week in preparation for a Jacksonville State team that will certainly be maybe one of the most tenacious teams we play, just because they're looking to get in the win column. So we will have to be much better than we have been over the last 48 to 72 hours. Dr. Grody, talked about starting over. Any plans, yet? Maybe any changes or whatever?
Well, yeah, everything goes on the table when you have a experience like we had last night. It just kind of opens your eyes to maybe not so much experiment. I mean, we're close to February here. We don't need to do a lot of experimenting. We know what works and we know what doesn't work. We need to get to the things that work. Now, the devil in the details is making sure we punch the right buttons to get that stuff going. So, we'll try some different things, maybe a lineup change, who knows. It'll all be in the response and how our attitude and our effort is tomorrow when we take the practice floor.
Kind of a clean slate for everyone starting over, and the fact that whoever earns the playing time will get the playing time. Absolutely.
We need a Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and 89 and Municipal Auditorium effort. That's the type of effort we're going to look for. We need some 60-minute matches, some Ironman matches, Jay. And with that type of response, this team can be successful.
Remember, to be the team, you got to beat the team.
To be the team, you got to be. Woo! Yeah, it's we need to channel our inner nature boy.
That's it. Just make the girls all go bleach blonde. That might be it.
That may be it. Maybe we're not jet flying. We're bus riding.
Bus riding. Yeah. Wheeling, dealing, bus riding.
Yeah, that's it. We need to channel our inner nature boy. As we embark on this last
whether you like it or you don't like it. I know you don't like it after
we
last
don't
night.
like it, but we better learn to love it because that's what we got.
Yep.
And no mid-season trades or anything like that. I love our young ladies, and I know what they're capable of. And when they come short of what they're capable of, that's where I get frustrated. I know they're frustrated because they know they're better than what they've shown the last 2 games. So, we just got to be better, bottom line.
3 o'clock Eastern time on Saturday. Jacksonville State will be on the air at 2:45. And then next Monday night, taking on the Bruins and Belmont from Nashville, Tennessee. I think it's at 8 o'clock Eastern time start, and that'll be 7:45. Tom, we'll see you on the bus on Friday.
We'll see. It's a second match. It's like the Texas death match, bull rope match in the Garden with the Superstar and Dusty Rhodes. We got the second round on Monday nights. We'll see.
Have to take care of business, as Dusty says.
Take it to the pay window.
Yes. Tom Hodges, head coach of Morehead State. We'll come back with more. This is the Eagle Sports Coaches Show.